Hi, I'm John Holland, Chief Revenue Officer at Thrive. Today, I'll be interviewing Jonathan Phillipson, our Executive Vice President of Cloud Strategy. Today, we're going to talk to you about the ever-changing landscape within cloud, infrastructure as a service, DRaaS as a service, and want to talk about how Thrive's approach and services can make an impact to your business. So let's start with a few questions, JP. Let's start with why do clients trust Thrive for their cloud services?
It's a great question and glad to be here for sure. So, number one, clients trust us. As I've seen at my observations, since I've been here, or they all go back to one thing, and that is our team. Yes, we have the full support of our pre-implementation design consultative approach team members, the migration team efforts, as well as post-implementation support. So it's literally the clients that trust in us to not only help with moving cloud workloads into the ThriveCloud, but they also trust in us from our security posture, right? So we lead with a security-minded approach to help them get to what business outcomes that they want. That is the most common thing that we keep coming back to time in, time out for any conversation that we're part of.
And you're seeing these conversations grow, I assume. I mean, it feels as though the landscape is changing. It seems like clients' needs are changing. Can you just talk a little bit more about the cyber approach and what that means to a client?
Sure. So, the Thrive design is completely intended to serve the purposes for the small to mid-sized client, as well as the mid-market / enterprise account base. So the goals of those institutions may be drastically similar, but drastically different from a true needs perspective. What I have seen over the course of time is that the small to mid-sized business has just as much importance to handle their security posture, just like the larger institutions that potentially would have been front page news if they haven't addressed certain concerns. So what has changed, I think we've seen a pivot from security being just for the large businesses. Now it has everybody has to listen and learn from what we've seen. And so the rate of adoption is huge. So when we go into any conversation regarding cloud, whether it's private cloud, public cloud, et cetera, security is typically leading that conversation.
So why should prospective clients think about ThriveCloud as a viable option for their cloud needs?
So a couple things. So, at the top of the stack, obviously, we're going to take a consultative approach to figure out what technologies align with the business outcomes and the goals of our clients' businesses. Okay, from there, we can articulate what the technology solutions are that need to go and make that cloud a reality for the end user. ThriveCloud, for example, gives the opportunity for the client to be built on a predictable billing allocated resource model. So a customer can understand what their spend is on a monthly basis. So they don't have the elastic or utility feel, say, from a public cloud provider. Along with that, our team helps optimize the performance along the way. So our team has complete control and visibility end to end for their cloud experience.
Why go ThriveCloud versus kind of the alternatives, whether it be public or, as a lot of clients still have it, believe it or not, leaving it on-prem?
Well, that's a great question. So I'm going to go back to, the proverbial one hand to shake, so to speak, right? So when a client works with Thrive and ThriveCloud, it is our infrastructure team. It is our consulting team. It is our service and engagement organizations, our pods that take care of our customers that are the all-encompassing game changer, if you will, for the end user's experience. So we control that experience kind of soup to nuts. So if you're on premise, think about all the things that a customer would have to think through from a security posture to planning out what their data center needs are for today, as well as for, 3-5 years from tomorrow. So ThriveCloud allows for those on-premise decision makers to move into a cloud, work off of like-minded gear. So enterprise-grade, infrastructure, all powered by VMware, which is probably similar to what they're presently doing. However, we have the maintenance, we control the security, we have the eyes on glass to administer and help with, obviously anything that they need. On the public cloud side, there's a lot of things outside of any customer's control. Number one, you are relying on a third party, a bigger institution. And if you can figure out how that support mechanism works, congratulations. However, what we will say is we will help control the destiny at the end of every month, every quarter. We're having proactive conversations with our customers to figure out what is next on their agenda to make sure that our cloud is tailored to fit the needs and the ongoing needs of the business.
So cloud infrastructure as a service is exploding within the channel space. As many of you know who will be watching this, Thrive goes to market through the channel and has created a very differentiated cloud solution compared to the other native cloud providers you might see in the channel. Can you talk to us, Jonathan, a little bit about why, if you were a channel partner, why would you be partnering with Thrive around cloud services?
Sure thing. So as a channel partner, when you look at Thrive as an option for your clients, number one, know that we have all of the client's interests in mind first. So security is of topmost concern to us. Number two, we will help our channel partners with the initial opportunity, and we have the ability to expand our breadth of services. So we reduce vendor sprawl within an account. So the cool thing is the channel partner still controls and owns that end user relationship. They still control that. They still own that. We're along with them for the ride, and we support them on any initiative. So as cloud comes up, we're there for them. As cyber comes up, we're there for them. As managed offerings come up in conversations, we have a seat at the table. And so from a channel perspective, yes, we help protect that relationship, and we will also help expand your commissions and the portfolios of services that we support.
Yeah, that expansion, JP, is really interesting. One of our largest customers, or larger customers, billing a couple $100,000 a month, started off as a handful of $1,000 infrastructure as a service deal. And as I often tell channel partners, you bring an infrastructure as a service deal to a company who only does that $5,000 deal in a couple of years, if the resources don't increase, will still be about 5,000. With Thrive, it can be hundreds of thousands. So great example and great use cases to back that up. Well, thank you very much, everybody. I hope that was helpful. We appreciate your time today. We know you probably don't have too much of it as everybody's so busy, and we look forward to seeing you on future videos. Thank you very much. Have a great day.